So, this is going to be about secret in the call. I mean, there's a bunch of Easter eggs here, but there's one big secret.
It's quite a drop.
So, the way you're supposed to find this is you do a bunch of exploring.
What happened here?
Then you find some interesting places.
Whoa. This is surreal. How can I...
I'm going to trigger this checkpoint here because it's very useful. And fastest way, I think, go all the way down here, basement of the building, and then you can climb up here. And you can see the starting building there. You want to jump onto the roof. You can actually land up on there a couple ways. Doesn't really matter though, because you can also just climb up. So, point of getting on the roof here is to do that jump.
Get a grip. I will lose myself if I continue like this. My head is crowded by thoughts and strange impressions. I need to focus. If I don't have a clear goal, I fear that I'll drift here endlessly.
So, you get those voice lines, which are triggered by you running on that thing right there. And that's your first hint that this is actually leading you somewhere. And there's a checkpoint here. It's a real checkpoint, see? Coming there. In case you didn't know, these lamps are the checkpoints. And then, I don't actually know what triggers this, but you mess around here for a little while. And at some point, something should pop up. Might just be timed, I don't really know. There it is. So when you get that message, you know you've triggered the blue orb. This is not the... Whoops. Okay, well, whatever. I should get the message again. This is not the ordinary blue orb. There it is. And you can see that it's not the ordinary blue orb if you follow it fast enough.
Why take the hard way when you can get creative instead?
So this one doesn't wait for you.
So where
Comes
do
in
I go
here
from here?
and just sprints up to there. So if you can follow it fast enough, you can do that. And it's important that you follow the actual path the orb takes, because the way this
Up here,
works
and then...
is there's a bunch of checkpoints, and if you trigger a bad one, you have turned off the blue orb hint. But anyway, you get to here. This checkpoint's okay, and there's the blue orb leading you toward the secret.
Okay. No big deal, right?
Oh, good, I got it. So you have to drop onto there. The tough thing about these drops is the blue orb is not actually exactly where you want to target. You probably noticed it there even. I didn't hit the center of the blue orb. I try to aim a little bit in front of it. And then you have to do a whole long section of invisible platforming. And I'm really hoping that I don't mess up this next one. As you see, the blue orb went down there. There's a drop. And there's a drop onto another invisible platform. Okay, I got it. The trigger for the blue orb to move on is bad. It's back here. So if you back up, it'll move forward. But you don't really need it past this point if you know where you're going. So I don't really have to go back and trigger it. I will, because it's still useful, and Shows you need to go up. You need to be a little careful with the first jump. It's possible that you don't get high enough, and then your second jump will not succeed, because you'll go under the invisible wall that you're jumping off of. But you want to climb up these invisible walls, and the orb is telling you how high to go. That's important. Because right there I grabbed the wall, or grabbed the ledge. If you press spacebar at this point, you die. Almost certainly. So you want to be on the lookout for that when you get high enough. And if I would go touch the blue orb, it would lead me forward, but it's pretty obvious where to go here, so I'm not going to bother. And that's the secret exit of the call. I don't think anybody has a video of this online, so that's why I made this one. You can find it if you know where to look, I guess. But I don't think anybody explained the hint to get the blue orb. No, secret exit takes you here. You can come here and play around on your own. There's a little one thing that you can find that's an Easter egg. But the only thing really to do here is just leave.
Splat! I'm a blot on the tapestry of life. I dance with my comrades ever after in these halls among the clouds. Delirium, she calls me, the little girl with the toy gun. Pew pew! It's the sound of the end. I am many from one.
And congratulations, you beat Super Cloudbuilt. I guess I'll let the credits roll here, and then after the credits, I'll end this video.